Good morning. I just wanted to come on this morning and share a story with you guys. A pretty personal story. I've had a lot of questions from people about where and why my life has changed so drastically. And so let me share. So as most of you know, I had a pretty good life. I was a travel nurse. My marriage was fun and happy. And about 8 years ago, well, when I became pregnant, I became pretty sick. But at this time, my husband at the time had decided that he was going to go, we had decided that he was going to go to anesthesia school to become a nurse anesthetist. So that became his life priority. I had my daughter and became sick. And nursing I couldn't do it anymore. My brain had gone to the point of not being able to think, not being able to control my emotions, not being able to act right, being angry, and just a nasty person. Anyway, I found out that was Lyme and how it had affected my brain at that time. So when I became sick, my ex-husband, had just started anesthesia school. And as I don't know if any of you know, but that takes up your life. I had told him that I couldn't do life by myself, taking care of my daughter, and he chose school. So at that point, I was on my own. I had to take care of myself and my daughter and figure out how to live with this brain that didn't work. And it became a nightmare. I almost burnt the house down a couple times. I've run into cars. I've run off with gas pumps. It was bad. Couldn't remember words. Couldn't speak at times. Couldn't walk at times. Yet I had to take care of my daughter, which is when I turned inward and found my light and decided that I was going to become a better person for me, and I was going to figure out my illness, and I was going to do it on my own. So that's the point my marriage fell apart. So after he finished school, and came back around, it was just another burden. I was now a burden because I was sick and angry and resentful towards him for choosing school and money over his promise to God to take care of me in sickness and health. And he didn't see it that way. So as I did while he was at school, which he didn't know, I continued my self-care journey, and it became selfish. I was selfish. Now, my family had always raised me that I was a woman and I was supposed to take care of my husband and do anything that needed to be done to make him happy. So I continued that and tried to take care of myself and my daughter. And my stepdad had died, who was my only support at the time. And my mom's there too, but my stepdad and I had this connection. So I no longer had that connection. And I was sick, and life was falling apart, and I was no longer happy. I was no longer a person. I was a burden. I was everything I never wanted to be. I was no longer this strong, independent person. I was totally dependent on him for everything. And it just became too much. I tried to leave, but I was too sick to leave. It's just miserable. So about a year ago, I decided that was it. I wasn't taking it anymore. And kind of shut down completely. And began my journey, which was never supported or looked at as a good thing. So it's been a battle ever since I became sick to become better. And finally, I just had enough and decided that I was more important than everything else going on in my life, that I deserved a chance, that I deserved to be loved, that I deserved to be healthy. And so here I am on this crazy spiritual journey. It's taking me in directions in my life I never thought I'd take, but I'm healthy. My life is in complete shambles and who knows where it's going. But just to give anybody out there who needs a little bit of hope, I know it seems impossible at times and that you'll never get through it, but you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can be happy. It doesn't require money or another person or societal expectations to be kept, or, you know, like, you don't have to live in all of these other people's visions of what you should be. It doesn't fucking matter. All that matters is that you take care of yourself and that you are happy. Because if you're not happy, then how can you provide happiness for other people? Right? So there's my story on why this all started and why I am where I am. And, you know, be kind to people. People put on facades, people put on strong faces, but you never know what's going on behind closed doors, right? So there's my lesson for the day. I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I will see you soon. Take care. Love you.